Good day, our amazing listeners, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Sphere Rocket Podcast Network, where we bring you insightful conversations with the brightest minds in the business. I am your host, Sweet, and today I hope you're having a relaxed time, you're having a great week so far, because we have a very special guest with us. She is the amazing lady, the owner and the creative director of Behind the Logo. Please welcome Jenna Eccles.
Hello.
Hi, Jenna. Welcome to the podcast. It's a pleasure to have you.
Great to be here.
Yeah, it's so nice to have your very refreshing energy today. So great. I can really feel it. So how was your week so far? And yeah, what's the favorite thing, your favorite thing that happened to you this week so far?
Well, actually, today I am right in line with the solar eclipse that's going to be happening today in the afternoon. So I'm kind of like looking forward to that for being a Monday, kind of having some fun on a Monday. Usually Mondays can be a little bit of a drag. So kind of looking forward to that this afternoon.
How fun! Yeah, that's so great to have that for you to see the solar eclipse. Yeah, so great. And we'll wait for your pictures or videos that you'll post. If you will share it. So nice to have that experience, right? To
Yeah.
see such a beautiful and once almost once in a
Yes.
lifetime.
Yep. This one specifically for where we are will be a once in a couple hundred years. So yeah.
See, right? So great, and yeah, what a great way to start the week and Monday,
Yeah.
and yeah, and so creative in the creative industry. Let's go a little bit about the business. So in the creative industry, so can you share to us a little bit about the backstory of it on how you start being in the creative industry?
Yeah, so I went to school for design. I started out taking some design classes in high school. So I went through high school, through college. I was lucky. I kind of knew what I wanted to do. I didn't have to switch around and change majors. So I have pretty much been working in a lot of the programs that I use today since I was 16.
Love that. So ever since you're in the university, you are already taking up. So it was, is it a like you the desire for you ever since you're still like a kid, or it's just you were inspired by someone or something that made you decide to take up in the creative industry?
Yeah, like I enjoy being creative. My mom, like growing up, was always hands-on. We always did a lot of crafts and stuff. So I really enjoyed like the creative side. And as I got older and was in school and in college, math and science were just not my thing. So I was definitely that right side creative thinker, and I decided to stick to what I knew was best and to, pick up something in the creative realm.
Love that. Really using your strength and something you love and turn it into something that you do for a living as well. And
Yes.
yeah, because sometimes it doesn't have to feel it what they call this, it doesn't feel like work. That's what I'm trying to say. Right?
Yes.
When you're doing something that you love. And yeah, totally agree with that. So what do you think, Jenna, is your business superpower? Like, what is our audience can reach out to you for, or what is your expertise?
So, something that I'm really, really going towards and leaning towards this year with my company and my brand, we do branding and design, and we're really trying to educate how branding is more than just a logo. It's the foundation of your business identity, the story that you share with the world. You want to dive deeper than just the surface level aesthetics to forge a partnership with somebody who is in the branding industry to help uncover your core brand. Our approach is tailored. We're thoughtful and we aim at crafting a brand identity that resonates with the target audience today and will evolve with you in the future. You shouldn't be getting a new brand done or a new logo done in a year from now. This should be something that will evolve with your business plans. And, in my business, what we like to do is we're here to, do the full depth exploration. We don't take any shortcuts. We don't do anything cookie cutter. We really make it unique and take the time to really become one of your employees and really learn your business to help your brand.
Love that. Love that. Really having that hands-on and really personalized service for your clients. And as you've said a while ago, like branding is just not the logo. So can you
Yes.
expound more a little bit about that?
Yeah. So really the things that we start out with before we even get to your logo is we're talking about, your business's mission statement, your purpose, your vision. We're looking at your target audience. Who do you want to target? Some people have multiple target audiences, and that's fine. That all depends on the campaign you're going to run and who you want to target in that specific campaign. But we dig deep and we figure all that out. So then we have a strategy to build the identity on. We know who your target audience is. We know what your purpose is, your mission is, and then we find fonts and colors and an icon that's going to resonate with all of that strategy to build your identity from. And then obviously, once you get all that done, you just have to stay consistent, keep the designs consistent, the fonts, the colors, everything that you do. It just needs to continue to be consistent after you build your identity.
Love that. Really helping them to build their foundations when it comes to their brand and helping them craft it.
Yes.
Love that. Love that. Yeah, because a lot of businesses right now really don't know or nothing have much knowledge about branding. So it's really great
Yes.
to have you as a great help, right? Because I also have a little bit of experience about it and with like the branding, and sometimes, like you've said, I agree with that, with like having that multiple target audience as long as it's in a specific campaign. So yeah, so what are your thoughts with like having that specific or having more one or more target audiences? Like is that something, how do you like manage that, like having more than one specific, not really specific target audience? Because sometimes, right, it's if you have more generalized target audience, it's really hard to target
Yeah.
them or hit that goal, right? So how do
Yeah.
you handle that?
Yeah, so I mean, it really all depends on, who they're targeting and what is their, biggest money maker, like who are their biggest target audience. And then we kind of break them down into smaller target audiences. But, for example, you think of like a flooring company. I mean, everybody, as a homeowner, as a renter, anybody needs, could need something done with flooring, whether that's carpet or hardwood. It just kind of all depends on who you want to target there. There's options to target young homeowners. There's options to target people who are doing renovations, businesses, commercial. So many different things when it comes to like, a really wide product base like that. Um, so really it's just kind of figuring out what is your top money maker. That's your main target audience. And then you break it down into these smaller ones that you don't want to forget about because they are, business and they will bring business to you. They're just not your big money maker.
Love that. Yeah, totally agree with that. And yeah, so great to learn and hear that from you because of course, if you guys have like, to all of our listeners out there, if you guys have branding problems or you cannot figure out, Jenna is here to help you with that. Absolutely. And yeah, so Jenna, going back to you and your business with all of the responsibilities that you have as a creative director, as an owner. So how do you make sure that you are really on your top of your game, and what is your opinion about like delegation, the importance of delegation in your business?
Yeah, when I first started, I think I started just like everybody does. You do everything. You want to do everything. You're starting out, so all the money that you make, you want to keep as much as you can. And then it just gets to the point where you're ready to grow, you're ready to get to the next step, and you're not going to get there if you're not only in your business working, but then having to work on your business. So, two different things, working in your business and working on your business. And once I reached that year 2 to 3 mark, I was like, okay, I need to be like 50-50. I need to be on my business and then in my business. I can't be 100% in the business anymore. And that was when I came across Sphere Rocket. I actually already had a friend who was using Sphere Rocket as a virtual assistant. And she was like, here, like, give it a try. I think it'll be great. And it has been. It's been fantastic using Sphere Rocket.
Love that, love that. So how long have you been using a virtual assistant from Sphere?
I believe this summer will be 3 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So how's your experience with, of course, 3 years is that long. Of course, it takes time to build trust with like VA, having an offshore team for your business. So that's a big leap for you. So what was that factor that made you this their service is really great and made you retain your VA?
So I actually, when I first started out, I had brought on a VA for more admin tasks and project management. And then probably about 9 months in, going into like the new year at that time, I needed to shift. I still needed a VA, but I needed to shift the responsibilities. So unfortunately, even though I loved my first VA and she was really great for me, I did have to jump back into the pool to find somebody else that had the shift. But what was really great, having the opportunity to be able to jump back in the pool and be like, hey, loved my first VA, loved how everything went, but I have to delegate differently now. So unfortunately, my current VA, who is fantastic, just doesn't have the skill set that I want to delegate. So I jumped back in the pool, interviewed again, and was able to find. I think I went through two before I have the VA that I have now. And it is trial and error. It's all about if you
Mhm.
can work together and how that is. I mean, it's just like hiring any employee. But my current VA, I have had her for I think about 9 months now. So between the 3 years, I've had two solid VAs for about a year and a half out of that 3 years. There was just a little bit of time to find my new one when I switched gears, but it's been really great. Honestly, I think one of the best things is that my I'm sure most VAs are like this, but mine is always willing to learn and try a new task. And it's great because I'm learning and trying new things too as a new business owner. So we're kind of learning it together and doing it together. So it's really nice that she's able to offer and hop into other places that might not have been the initial role that I wanted for her.
Yeah, totally agree with that. Sometimes, of course, when you're exploring new things, it's really a trial and error, as you've said. And how was your experience with that transition from having a particular VA jumping into a new role? And what's the role again of your current
So
VA?
so my current VA, she is still an admin, but I do have
Mhm.
she is a little bit more skilled in the graphic area. So she's
Oh,
kind of
okay.
helping a little bit with some of the social media and that type of stuff as well. So the admin stuff is not as much as it used to be. So, and having her more do some of the design. So it was kind of a complete shift. But like I said, she's always, I originally brought her in to help out for more of the design, but she's been very helpful on the admin side as well.
Love that. Yeah, so technically, like adding a skill set on the VA that you were looking for, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
how did you find that transition from having one VA to another?
Um, I I think it was okay. I mean, I was very new to as a one person show. I was very new to even having employees. So onboarding and like what that looked like and how to delegate was new for me. But Sphere Rocket made it great. The transition was even great. Like when I had to make that switch and hire a new one, that transition was pretty seamless. They were very helpful. And I mean, there wasn't much of a lull. I think maybe a week when I told them that, hey, I need to start looking for somebody else. And it was like the following week, we had somebody else in place. So yeah, it was great.
Amazing, amazing. That's really great to hear from you that you had a great experience with Sphere Rocket. And yeah, so how would you compare now your business from before when you're working on or in your business now that you're like divided into like working in and working on your business? Like how did you see like the comparison or the growth of your business?
Yeah, it's been really great. I've been able to focus. I have, a lot of really big plans coming up like through this year, the next like 18 months as well. So I've really been able to focus on what that's going to look like and really focus on my own campaigns and how I want to move forward because I do have confidence in my VA. She has definitely proven to be able to do the work. So I am confidently knowing that she's working while I'm working on my business. It is really great to have a little bit of a peace of mind to be able to take that extra time. And the other thing is as
Mm.
well is my husband owns a food truck. So being having less time in my own business has allowed me to offer more time to help out there and grow that business as well. So it's been very
Mhm.
helpful.
Yeah, that's so so lovely. I love how you mentioned like having that peace of mind because of course it's very important in all aspects of our lives, of course, right? And yeah, and of course as you grow other people's business, you have to also grow your personal business. So having that
Yeah.
extra pair of hands for you and yeah, having that like I will repeat again, peace of mind because it's really hard to I know, to trust someone who you can meet like in person. That is one of the common like agony of some business owners. That's why they're very, resistant of getting VA, but it's so great to hear from you. So as someone who what do you call this, as someone who receive a recommendation from a friend, so if you know someone who also, who do you think is also needs, or who like what kind of industry, or if you have like a friend who would you recommend having a VA, what kind of industry is that, or what kind of business?
I mean, honestly, I think really any business could use one. It just depends on what skill set. And I think that's where some people virtual assistant is almost like a really big term, like a large term, and they don't necessarily know what that means, or they just associate it with they're just like an admin or a bookkeeper. When really it's almost like, like sometimes I feel like my virtual assistant is like my personal assistant sometimes just because like she knows about like what's going on outside of business and stuff too. I mean, she sees my calendar. How she can't not, but it all depends.
Love that. Yeah, having that professional relationship with you, and also like the proactiveness. Love that. Love to
Yes.
hear that from you. Yeah, and yeah. So going back and of course growing your business from like from yourself, and then having a great team. So what drives you, Jenna, beyond financial success? What drives you to do what you do today?
Honestly, I think one of the biggest things is I like to work with the small to medium sized businesses. As you've said before, branding is still not 100% understood. It's still something that's confusing. So I want to bring that education to the small and medium sized businesses, show them what it looks like for their business so that they can be successful. I honestly I hate seeing businesses close. Now don't get me wrong, your brand is not going to save your business, but it could really help. It could really help take you to that next step and, maybe think about not closing your doors or not having to close your doors because you put a good brand in effect that then affected your marketing to do really well. It's kind of a stepping stone.
Yeah, totally agree. Having that the business driven, like or purpose driven business. So so love to hear that from you. Thank you so much, Jenna. So last few questions before we proceed to our next segment. So if there is someone who also has been inspired from you, who also just like achieve the level of success that you have right now. So what is that one piece of advice that you could give them?
Honestly, I would say definitely delegate. It does take a little bit of time. I've been hearing it for years and years, and it, took me till about that 3 year mark to be like, yep, I'm going to sit down today. I'm going to write that list of what I don't want to do or what is too time consuming that can be passed on to another person with the proper training. Absolutely figure out your delegation list.
Love that. Totally agree with that. I know we are, as business owners, we really want to do everything as much as we can, really hands on our business. But sometimes, of course, if you want to scale your business and take it to
Yes.
the next level, know that that one thing or things that are stopping you from scaling it. And I totally agree with delegation, having that extra pair of hands. Like the quote, no man is an island. It's a cliche for a reason.
Yes. Yes.
Love that. Yeah. So thank you so much, Jenna. And yeah, so just few things. So how can our viewers or listeners can reach out to you if they want to ask questions and need your help about branding?
Yeah, so you can find my website, bhnd, the logo.com. You can also just Google us. We should pop up if you type in behind the logo LLC.
Love that. Thank you so much. And yeah, let's have a quick commercial before our next segment.
Okay.
Overwhelmed with work? Well, meet your new partner from Sphere Rocket VA. In just a click, get matched with a virtual assistant who handles all the tedious tasks. No in-person hiring, no extra office gear, just easy online help from our recruitment team. It's like having an extra pair of hands minus the hassle. So ready to relax and see your work done just like magic? Choose Sphere Rocket VA and visit us at www.sphererocketva.com.
All right, and we're back still here with Jenna, and it's time for our lightning round. So, Jenna, lightning round is just quick and fun questions. So, are you ready?
Okay, yeah, let's go.
Love it. So, what is your favorite business book?
I don't know if it's necessarily a business book, but The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Oh, love that. Love that book too. Okay. And what is your favorite who is your favorite influencer or coach?
Favorite influencer, obviously he's not going to be known to you guys, but I believe his name is Dine Walker. He is out of Australia. He is a branding person that I follow on LinkedIn, and I just love his content.
Love that. And what is your favorite lead generation method?
Honestly, in-person networking. That's how I've built my business for the first 3 years. It is always a go-to, even in struggle times. Networking, love it.
Amazing. Really meeting like minded people. Love that. And what is your biggest goal for 2024?
My biggest goal for 2024, I have some new packages. I'm adding some new services, so I'm getting ready to really expand my offering. So I'm really excited for that.
Love that. Love that. Supporting you on that. And last question, best Amazon purchase.
Best Amazon purchase. Oh boy, I'm on Amazon a lot. Okay, I will say I think my best Amazon purchase, because it was pretty cheap, were straps that hang from your ceiling for your kayaks so that you can raise them up so that they aren't on the ground. That was probably my best Amazon buy. They work great and they were super cheap.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, thank you so much, Jenna, for sharing all of those lessons and fun trivia about you. And yeah, really great to learn from you today. If you have any, like, someone that you want to shout out or give your gratitude, I'm giving you the floor.
No, no, I appreciate Sphere Rocket. I really enjoyed having a VA. I appreciate my best friend who pointed me towards Sphere Rocket and really supported me in growing my business. So I appreciate having her on my side to lead me to you guys.
Love that. Thank you so much, Jenna. It's really great to have your really good energy here in the podcast and learning from you today. And of course, inspired by you as a business owner. And yeah, there you have it, friends. I hope you learned from this episode. Don't forget to leave that comment and hit that subscribe button so you will never miss an episode. And as always, if you have a suggestion for future topics or guests, just drop us a message. Again, my name is Sweet, and until next time, stay inspired and keep building those spheres of success.